Okay, so this is our slideshow about industrial engineering in college and what colleges you could take for whatever uh, IE job you want. We'll start off with the University of California, or Berkeley. It says on their website that IE researchers investigate the latest mathematical tools, approaches, and methodologies to make theoretical discoveries and innovations that touch nearly every industry, making them more efficient and profitable in areas such as supply chain, logistics, manufacturing, data science, energy systems, robotics, and management. The cost of tuition at Berkeley is $14,000 and in-state, and $44,000 out of state. And the cost for room and board is $17,000. Uh, um, the average flight is about 2 hours, and the cost is about $135 for that flight. AP, IB courses. AP can help you get credit for graduation if you score a 3 or higher on the College Board Placement Test. IB can get you points to the end of your degree in your undergraduate if you score a 30 or higher on the IB diploma. And this college works with dual credit. The acceptance rates is, well, it has to have a 3.0 GPA to get into this college with a 15% acceptance rate. Scholarships, financial aid. The Berkeley has scholarships for Berkeley undergrads and like the Chancellor's Scholarship, and they have a lot of extracurricular activities that include like Cal Greeks, Cal Rec Sports, the Daily Californian, Gender Equality Resource Center groups. They have military groups, musical performances, and volunteering opportunities. So the campus looks like this, what you're seeing on the slide right now. It's pretty urban and is kind of small, but they compare it to in-state. They're both urban, and but Berkeley has a higher chance of you getting a high-paying job, which is about $101,000 a year. It's like the highest average. And yeah, let's just move on to Cornell. Cornell is the next college I'll be covering. Its cost of tuition is $57,000, and cost of room and board is $14,000. The flight, since it's in New York, is 6 to 12 hours, depending if you have a layover or not. And the trip costs about $313. You could get points by doing well in the AP test or taking IB courses that count for your degree. There's all scholarships for Cornell undergrads, and they have a lot of grants from outside scholarships and veterans education benefits. It's a very rural campus, but it's pretty large at 750 acres. They have a lot of good extracurriculars, opportunities to serve the community, student athletes, clubs and sport teams, and all that good stuff. What this does for IE, industrial engineering, it's a lot of helps with management of medical supplies and mechanical management for a very high amount of money each year. And your GPA has to be a 4.07 since it's an Ivy League school. It's very, very expensive. So yeah, that is what is happening for both those colleges. Cut that last part out. Yeah.
This slide is about the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. The cost of the tuition fee is $51,200 and the room and board costs $11,996, which is very expensive. The distance from Phoenix to Ann Arbor is about 2,000 miles, which is 30 hours by car or 3.5 minutes by plane. It's really far from Arizona. For the AP credits, they recognize a 4 or 5 on the AP chemistry exam, a 5 on the computer science A, a 4 or 5 on the computer science principles, a 5 on the calculus AB, a 4 or 5 on the calculus BC, a 5 on both physics C, mechanics, and electricity. For the IB, they require 6 on the mathematics exams. The average GPA they accept is 3.9 unweighted. The SAT is about 1380 to 1550, and the ACT is about 32 to 35. They have an acceptance rate of 22.8. Only 78 people out of 17,054 people from Arizona were enrolled, which is a very competitive school. The available financial aids are FAFSA and CSS. Their campus is in an urban area at the heart of Ann Arbor, and the size of the campus is around 3,207 acres. They have more than 30 sports teams on the campus, and they have sledding and ice skating during the winter season for fun. There are 2 required essay prompts for all applicants, and choose one of the 7 questions provided to respond. University of Michigan is ranked number 24 on the National Universities rank, and it is top 3 public schools in the United States. It is the 6th best undergraduate engineering program in the U.S. This slide is about University of San Diego. The cost of tuition fee is $44,161. The cost of room and board is $14,271. It is about 355 miles from Phoenix to San Diego. It takes 5 hours and 30 minutes by car, 1 hour by plane. The UCSD has 7 separated colleges. They accept AP and IB credits varies by their 7 colleges, which are mostly 5 or above for the IB exam, 3 or above for the AP exam. They accept a GPA for around 4.07 to 4.28 weighted. For SAT, they accept around 1330 to 1510. For ACT, they accept around 29 to 34. However, it is going to be test optional for the following 2 years and not considering test score afterward. Their acceptance rate is around 30.1%. They accept FAFSA or DREAM for financial aid. The campus sits in an urban area next to La Jolla Beach, and the size of the campus is around 2,141 acres. Their extracurricular activities include concert, library events, visiting the art department, and the beach of the Pacific Ocean. Each applicant needs to choose one of the 8 personal insight questions to write for their essays. UCSD is listed number 25 of the national universities, number 8 top public schools, number 2 in biotechnologies, number 22 best undergraduate engineering programs from the U.S. News.
Okay, this slide is about the University of Arizona. The cost of tuition at U of A is $12,000 in-state and $36,000 out-of-state, with the cost of room and board at $12,000. It's about a 2-hour flight or a 40-minute flight and a 2-hour drive. The acceptance rate is 84% and the graduation rate is 60%. It's a relatively urban state, and it's pretty large. They have a lot of extracurriculars with like stuff like LGBTQ clubs, language diversity, and cultural student classes. There are some photos of the campus on the slide, and it does a lot of stuff for IB or IE, industrial engineering. This helps a lot with mechanical manufacturing. Those are the most jobs that come with a U of A degree, which is a relatively high-paying job, about 100K a year, and it's a 3.42 GPA required.
For the AP and IB credits, you required a 4 or 5 on the computer science the AP exam, and 3 to 5 on computer science principles, both 4 and 5 for the physics 1 and 2, and 3 or 5 on the physics 3, both electricity and mechanics. And for the IB, they required a 4 or higher on the computer science, both SL and HL. And for the physics, they require 6 or higher. It is less competitive than out-of-state college. They only need to fill the essay questions when applying to honors colleges, and you only need to choose one of the 3 questions listed for their personal insight.